how did you get into Trinity?
Well, I had a sex tape release, but it didn't really go so well. So I thought I'd study English and get famous that way.
Everyone who studies English has a sex tape,
Oh,
like Paul Mescal.
can you link me it?
It looks better on you.
Thanks very
That's
much.
great. I'm going to just ask a couple of questions about Gareth Brooks. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what is a Gareth Brooks?
A Gareth Brooks is a man. And not just any man, a cowboy man. And not just any cowboy man, a cowboy man with a guitar. And
Cowboy man.
a cowboy man.
Sounds racist.
A little bit. And I should hope so, because he's American. And if we don't have a little bit of racism at these concerts, well, sure, what's the point of having Americans over at all?
Yeah, we're ready to get it, aren't we?
Yeah, we're ready to get it. Yeah. What are we getting?
We're just getting ready to get it.
We're going out tonight, babes.
Yeah, so I'm ready whenever you are.
You're back.
Oh, well, I'm back, Sean. I don't have the hammer this time, but I brought this instead.
What is that?
It's a pigeon that I made.
Why?
Actually, really good question. I don't know why I made a pigeon of plaster. I have made 5 of them.
Well, I think if it was for Joe Dolan, we wouldn't have hospices.
Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
really think so.
I mean, maybe we should get rid of hospices.
Well, sure. I mean, they're on the way out anyway, so. You know what I mean? Like, fucking Jesus, you know?
Yeah.
Huh?
Like us all,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, I think there was a show about hospices called One Foot in the Grave. I never watched it now, but
Is that like for people who have a foot fetish?
Well, you know, I tell you, I've never shied away from a toe on a woman that fucking, I tell you, you want to kick them out of bed for 8 and 8, you know yourself,
Yeah,
well,
yeah, I never knew Sergio Ramos had a Cabra accent.
Yeah, no. Whoa. Because, see, last year he went to PSG, and the founder of PSG was from Cabra. His granddad was from Cabra. So, he's the defensive coach of PSG now, and
Do you mean like he's a defensive coach? Like he's like, if you go like, how are you getting on? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. Why?
yeah, no, he says, Ramos, welcome to PSG. He says, I'm the defensive coach. I'm from Cabra.
He calls him Ramo.
Yeah, so he says, here's how you defend. He says, right, boom.
Do you have Neuralink?
I have Revolut. I can send it to you tonight.
All of my money is illegitimate.
Oh.
I'm
Thanks.
running a scam right now.
Can I get in on it? Copy that. Copy it and send it to me.
I made posters for them. They're
So
all-
you made like 5 pointless things. Did you not realise after 2 or 3 you're like, where am I? What's this for?
It was for a project, an assignment really, and had posters and all. They're all around campus. Can have a nosy if you want. I don't know. And then I just hid them around the campus with my mates
Yeah.
in my group.
So how many are left now?
One broke.
No, I meant of your friend group. Like how many of them aren't dead?
Well, technically speaking, no offense to the shams in the group, there was 3 of us, but technically there was only 1, and that was me because I was the only one doing the work.
Yeah, Cabra is make believe. You know what I mean?
Well, no, you're from there, Sergio.
No, I'm not even. I'm just reading beyond the pale. I'm Blanchardstown. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but everyone from Cabra is from Blanchardstown.
I think we're all just high and we all think we have little like creatures following us around, but in reality we're all just pissed all the time. So
I don't. Well, Stalin's dead, so you can talk about him in fairness.
And your one is dead as well.
Lennon.
Yeah, sure.
You don't know.
John Lennon. Imagine all the people.
I have a question for you.
Yeah?
See, when you do these interviews, do you take like a bump of cat or something before them? Or the opposite? Or do you smoke a joint? You seem out of it. Like, I love the energy, but sometimes I'm like, see, well.
But what happened to your stilt? Like, I actually, did you batter a pigeon?
Yeah, I swear to God, never let you speak about it. The pigeons got the better of me. I swear to God, no.
So the pigeon got the better of you?
No, not their pigeon, but pigeons in general.
Can you read?
no, can you?
Well, like when you talk about pigeons, it's the royal we. It's the royal de. Yeah. So like, it's not like the lads. It's just like lads.
Yeah, it was the.
Pigeon lads. Like pigeon lads with tiny little stubby feet.
Yeah, it's just the pigeons. What's going on? It's the pigeons. We're from the bleeding bread line, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't
Isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pin.
Yeah, no, because that's what I'm saying. I'm from Blanchardstown, right? And
Second time you've said that, go on.
yeah, no, yeah. So just, but I'm from Blantystown, yeah. Just in case, yeah. So in Blantystown, there's Lidl and Aldi. They're going head to head. Do you know what I mean? So
Who's going to win?
I don't bleed now. Do you know, I'm in the middle of it. I like some things from Lidl and I like some things from Aldi. Yeah, no, yeah, but come here. Don't mention the pigeons, because me and the pigeons don't have it. I don't like the pigeons.
Why do you have orange?
Where? I'm an art student. It's paint. Or it might be hot sauce.
Art students are messy.
Yeah. They are.
What's your name?
Agustin.
Is your name August?
Yeah, it's kind of like August. You can
Like the
compare it.
month?
Like month, yeah, kind of, yeah. But
You're-
you have to add like the IN at the end.
Oh,
And
you
then-
don't have to do anything, but like, you can if you want. But like, I love August.
Oh, I love August too. Well, I kind of, it depends. Because August is a weird month. Because like college is approaching, but at the same time you're enjoying life. So it's like you're a bit worried about college, but no at the same time. It's kind of like a weird experience.
So do you have anything else to add before we leave?
I've another thing to add there, just because I'm not in Harvard, but I don't agree with the fact that we have the Harvard reference to everything that we need to reference. Like, Harvard referencing me bollocks. Why don't I in Harvard that reference fucking this? Do you know what I mean?
They just call Harvard referencing. Because you're already in Harvard. Like, you don't get a bus to Dublin when you're in Dublin.
Yeah, that's what, you can't reference a reference point. Do you know what I mean? You can only like acknowledge it, but you can be part of that acknowledgement point. So
It's like August is like, but August is also like,
So you're saying like it's kind of like being on like kind of like drugs. So like you're
yeah,
like,
kind of like drugs, yeah.
so you have like a real side and like you are kind of like in not really in control of your real side, but not really in control of your like weird side. But you're just in between, just kind of vibing in between like this, and then you're like, oh
Yeah.
shit. For me at least, I'm from the Canary, so because I'm from the Canary Islands, it's like you're on the beach right now, and then you're like, oh fuck, then I have to go to like fucking Ireland again, and you know.
Are we on the beach right now?
Not really, but like when I'm on the beach, I'm thinking, oh shit, I have to go back to Ireland and you know be with the cold again, and it's I don't know, like it just makes the experience even weirder for like being in drugs. I don't know how to explain
Yeah.
it.
So it's just if I'm going home to Blantystown on the train and say I'm on the train from Maynooth, so I'm referencing Maynooth train station. Yeah. So I'll say I'll make up a Maynooth society saying to train.
Who's going to be inside the Maynooth Society? Because we need to create. This is what Maynooth is all about. It's about just seeing people in the smoking area on crutches who look like Sergio Ramos, and just talking about like you know societies that don't exist.
Yeah, but it's societies that could exist. I mean, it's like well, now look at. I know if I saw like boom, but
So is there anything else you'd like to add, August?
Oh yeah, like Ireland is full of alcoholics actually.
Ireland's full of alcoholics.
Yeah, cause like here's the thing, Dan. I haven't been to a place where fucking alcohol is as expensive as here. Fucking €6 for a pint. Come on, man. I can get that for 50 cents back home, and it's just cheaper. And even with the prices, man, people still drink here. People here drink more than in fucking Spain.
Have you noticed, has your drinking consumption increased since you got to Ireland?
I don't know, man. I don't know how the numbers were before. I don't know how the numbers are now.
Well, you sound like you're a multinational corporation. You don't know the number. What, you have to look at a spreadsheet?
Yeah, I have to look at the spreadsheet, man. I have to like. But
You just
from
have
the
to
vibe-
crunch some figures.
Oh, 100%, man. I have to open.
Crunch!
Not really crunch, but like just like get an Excel
Just
sheet.
give 'em a
Get a
squeeze,
fucking
isn't it?
get a squeeze. Squeeze that fucking Excel graph.
Why are we here?
I think about why I'm here all the time.
What's it all about? You know, like when I say it, I don't mean like, you know, not having a job because you're an artist. But I mean like it. Like what's it all? IT, technology. What's it all about? Do you ever listen to Joe Rogan, man?
No, I listen to Andrew Tate. What colour's your Bugatti?
My Bugatti's made out of Andrew Tate's skin.
Is that where he disappeared to? He didn't get banned, you just like skinned him.
Numbers are good, but like they only give you an idea of the truth. So numbers are not the truth, but they are a simulation of what is true.
I don't know if simulation is the correct word. I would say they're more like a.
Yeah, you don't know, But I know.
Like you pretend you know, but you don't actually know. Actually, do you know? Do you know about everything? No, right?
Yeah, I know everything, yeah.
Or do you pretend you know about everything? That's like an important
What'd you say?
question. Do you? But I think you pretend you know about everything. People say, because like I always pretend I know everything, and you know I always seem smart, but I'm really a fucking idiot. And I don't know if you're on the same boat as me.
Oh, no, I definitely don't do that.
So then we're not fucking idiots then. I'm the
Yeah,
I'm
we're both like here, like pretending that we're smart and pretending we're idiots, but we're actually just really more fucking smart than any of us could ever imagine.
fair. So then we're saying that you're pretending to be smart, but then but then to pretend to be an idiot. But then by pretending to be an idiot, you're hiding your actual smartness.
Wow, I've never seen anyone put it less eloquently than that. Yeah, it was. I actually took some of the tools from the fine arts department, because like nobody who does fine arts is ever going to do anything successful. Sorry, I have a frog in my throat. What are frogs about?
They've got like eyes, you know, and scales, I think. I don't know, I've never seen a frog. But I've seen a lizard. She used to, you know, she was there on the throne for like 70 years.
Oh yeah, Mary McAleese.
Yeah, yeah.
You have a sign there. Tell me a bit about it.
It's basically just says Stephen Kenny in, and it's to support the current Ireland manager. You know, over like some of the results recently, there's been a lot of like backlash about him, and I just think that's really unfair because I think he's the man to lead the job, and a lot of my colleagues as well in the journalism course would be talking to me about him, and it's just like, you know, really giving out, and I felt like today I just had to spread the propaganda, you know.
Do your colleagues have long hair too?
No, I'm the only one that has long hair. I don't think Stephen Kenny's an evil man, you know. I see him roaming around Dundalk sometimes, and he just
Naked?
No, not naked, never naked.
Sorry, I don't want to scare you, but I need to move a couple of steps close to you. No, because we need to get in the angle there.
Oh,
yeah?
okay, I didn't see, sorry.
No, that's okay. The thing about Trinity is, why do they all have either a woolly jumper, a scarf, or perhaps a woolly jumper and a scarf combo, or like a cap? You're the only person who stands out here, and it's just because you're wearing pink.
Well, it's kind of like the Chernobyl kids when you do a box for them for Christmas. Yeah.
Who's doing that?
Out the country, they wonder about the poor boys in the big smoke, and they put together a hat, a scarf, and 2 rollies.
Just who?
Times are tough. Electricity's high.
You're high. So Stephen Kenny, he's not a good man, but he might be an okay man.
Yeah, he might be an okay man.
He's somebody who, he seems like your parents would want him to marry your sister, but then when he gets there, like when he gets drunk, his true cowardice comes out. The more he drinks, the more fearful he gets of other men, because he goes back into it's not the caveman mentality, but it's the hunter-gatherer mentality, where he's like, there's other men going to come in here into my cave and bash my skull in with a rock, and I'm not prepared for it.
Yeah.
Like Roy Keane.
Yeah, he kind of have that mentality, I'd imagine, you know, just trying to, you know, kind of protect himself a wee bit, because, like, you know,
Roy Keane is really alpha.
Yeah, he would be like an alpha male, you know, alpha what he did to your man Hallin's dad's leg that one time.
Hallin's dad?
Like, you know, like back when he played football, do you know the guy that plays for City now, Halland? Like,
yeah,
his dad also played for City, and Roy Keane snapped his leg in half and kind of ended his career.
What's the story with like slugs?
Slugs? Well, I've actually noticed many slugs. So I live in the depths of suburbia. And in the depths of suburbia, if you wander around at night after a rainy day, when the rain has stopped now, this is the most important part, you'll notice an army of slugs kind of, they crawl out of the crevices of the earth and wander around. And it's actually quite beautiful if you think about it, because their lives are so much more simple than ours.
You can't make me think about it.
Well, what about snails? Do you ever think about that?
So snails are an interesting species because people compare them to slugs, a bit like, you know, cousins. But they're cousins. They're really one and the same. The only difference between slugs and snails is that snails have a hard exterior shell, and whereas slugs wear their emotions on their slug sleeves.
That's a good way of putting it. But I suppose snails, they have the armour of the shell, but slugs seem to use their weakness as an armour. And if you use your weakness as an armour, no one can penetrate you.
Penetration.
I regret saying that almost immediately after I said it because I knew you'd pick up on that.
I'd like to give a shout out to my mum. She's beyond the realm. But if you're here with me, I miss you. I love you. Where's my cup of tea?
Shit one.
Yeah,